guys, here this morning on the Muskingum River with the river rat. Congrats to him on his new baby. We're going to just go fishing today. People that live in this area know this, but this river's probably, I could say with confidence, right along with the Ohio River, which this feeds into down in Marietta, Ohio, but probably one of the toughest fisheries river-wise in America. Probably going to slay a few 10-inch spotted bass and maybe get lucky and get an elusive 13-inch smallie today. Some days you can get on them a little bit better, but in all seriousness, we're going to just do like a basic overview, you know, of fishing a river in general. You know, on a river, anything different's usually good. Bridge pilings, sandbars, creek mouths, any type of like big rock current break. So we're just going to fish a few of those things today, and we'll maybe take note of it while we're there. We may catch some, we may not, but we're going to get Logan out of the house for a little bit either way and go have us a little fun. So we're going to tie a little jig on. As far as on the river, tackle wise, I think river fish are just a little bit dumber than a lot of these public lake fish. So I go with a really simple approach. You know, a spinner bait, a buzz bait, a jig or a flipping bait of some sort, and some type of crankbait, some variation of those four things, and just start covering some water on your fishery, and the fish will tell you where they set up or what they're keying on. I see a lot of small little fry scattering this morning, so I'll probably be keeping a spinnerbait on us, then maybe a little shad pattern crankbait for a while until this fog lifts. So we're just going to be careful and ease down the river with this fog. It can get dangerous. A lot of boats will park and sleep out here for the night. So all right, stick with us. Let's see what we can do.
Jig.
These log jams are usually pretty money for a nice spot. Sometimes you can pull up here and catch a couple quick. These lock before and after these dams, these spots like this are really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bait laying right there behind that little wall. I think we'll catch a few today.
I think so too.
We're just all right, guys. We just hit our first spot, a little log jam right above a lock chamber. Just one of those little irregular spots. Log jams are one of the bullet points I kind of wanted to talk about. You know, they're always good on rivers. This one in particular, the Kentuckies like to get down in them, especially on these chilly mornings. You can find them piled up in those jams sometimes, but they weren't there on the first spot, so we're just going to fish our way back up the river. This is just kind of a trashy bank, like a good jig spinnerbait bank, so we're just going to cover some water and kind of see where the morning takes us.
spot.
First bite of the morning. Favorite color. That's a army green pumpkin 1/4 ounce jig. Little Kentucky, not quite a keeper, probably 11.5 incher. They're fat on this river. Kentucky spots are a cool little fish. They've got a patch of teeth right there on their tongue. You see that little green patch on his tongue? That's actually teeth.
It's rough, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
compared to other ones.
It feels just like it's actual teeth, just like on his lip. That's how you can distinguish a Kentucky. Because a lot of people just think it's a largemouth because they look kind of similar, but
Yeah.
they're kind of built more like a smallie. They got a smaller mouth, and
To me, it's almost like a smallmouth mixed with a largie. In
this
retrospect.
little guy. Got him. Another little jig fish. Another little spot. There's a ton of them in here. It's just hard to come by a keeper.
First one of the day.
Another jig bite.
Yes, sir.
He's throwing shell cracker. A little 1/4 ounce. Cool. That one's Froky.
Deuce.
Logan got him another one on the crank ski.
Yep, that guy's mean.
Little spots fight, man. Oh, it's a great time to be an up and coming musician, man, because oh shit.
Got him. Better one.
Very good crowd.
3D.
Keep. Let's go on old weedless Ned head with a little crawl on it. I like a Ned or just a Ned with a little crawl. That's a little keeper. He's 12, long and skinny. Crushed it.
What'd he come
Weighs
off of?
about, 10 ounces. He was just on a little rock, little riprappy bank. That's what I said earlier. We haven't really fished much riprap yet, and we're on like our first real cold front of the year, and a lot of times they'll stack up on the riprap. It holds heat better in the fall and the spring. So
Look at that juicy point right there.
yeah, I'm gonna catch another one right there. Smallie.
You're eating it so slow.
Oh, that's a keeper.
Like every time they eat it, it's like real slow action.
Just reeling it real slow.
Yeah.
Nice. 1.5. Logan got him another one on the crankbait. Spots are biting today.
Oh yeah. Chunky little dude.
Smallies aren't biting, but the spots are. Now, when we leave this spot right here and start heading north, from here on up, our probabilities of catching a smallie are going to start getting a lot better. Hey man, that's my secret river crankbait. You gotta hide that one. Hey!
Giant
That's what the Muskingum's known for right there.
toad.
7 incher. Alright guys, I'm at another little spot that I kind of wanted to point out to you guys. It's something different. I caught a tiny little spot, and Logan had a nice smallmouth follow his crankbait clear to the boat and come up and missed it like right at the top of the water. They do that in here for some reason. On certain days they'll just follow it to the boat and they'll swat at it as you're pulling it out of the water. Sometimes you'll hook them too, and you got to figure out what to do real fast. But just another little area, kind of junk bank, just a flat mud bank all the way up through. But there's one little particular spot here. For whatever reason, there's just some big slabby sandstone. Not a real big spot, like a 50-yard stretch, but some big boulders out in the water. I don't know if you can see them. Key spot, just creates some current breaks and fish can pile up in areas like this. Doesn't seem to be on fire today, but nothing really does. So at any rate, just another little thing on the river. Just keep your eyes peeled. Something different like that. A couple fish here. Still at the same little spot, not big ones guys, but that's just how this river is. But same little spot we just talked about a second ago. I picked up a rattle trap, threw it in there, and got crushed. So cold fronts, remember, always keep a rattle trap on the deck. You should. No promises. I always start down here because one random day, man, I found them right in here somewhere, and it was just freaking stacked, just like a sand flat that silted in from the creek. But oh my gosh, man. Yeah, it's probably just a little ditch or something down in there where they was laying out of the current that had developed that year. I haven't caught them like that since on this lower side, but who knows? This river changes every year with the floods, that's the thing.
That's how the creek is too.
Got him? Yeah, right there where it's supposed to be, huh? Yep. Nice spot. Oh man, good spot, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah. Good content either way. I got it good on this one. I got the whole fight. You got to bring them on that first jump. You got, or they'll keep jumping. Yeah.
When I turned it the other way, I knew that's when it was going to
That's all right. You still reeling that thing this slow? Really?
Yep. Every time I start feeling something, that's slowing down. Like that one, I kind of felt the rock or something.
Yeah. I got him too. Yeah. Another chunky little spot. real close to a keeper. I don't know if he's 12 or not. Rattle trap. We might have pulled up on a few guys. Found a little sand flat here.
This is another.
Maybe he's panning for gold. What do you think? Oh, I might have just got jacked. I think I just got bit twice right there. There he is. Come back and got it. Little spot ski. Little guy. These river fish always seem to come back for another bite, like I said this morning. All right guys, we just pulled up on our next little spot. Just another little irregularity. It's pretty well a given that these water discharges can hold fish in rivers, so if you ever see something like this, make sure you stop and make a few casts on it. Especially if it can be putting out some warmer water in the colder months. Fish can really stack up on these places. There he was. Get drilled? I got drilled too, they never ate it. No. Alright guys, this particular pool we're fishing today doesn't have a ton of sandbars on it. The little bars on this pool kind of more just little subtle little rocky points, but out in the water from it you can't really tell, but there is a bunch of gravel, sand. It just comes out a good ways, and in the fall especially the bait will get up behind them and the smallmouth will really pull up onto these little flats. So when I'm talking about sandbars, definitely always check them at least. Sometimes the fish can really be relating to them, sometimes they're not, but this is kind of a small example of a sandbar on this particular pool of the river anyways. Got it. All right, done messing around. I'm about to catch a fish. Got that? See any bait scattering around? Yeah. Yeah, nice smallie. Weedless net again. Little troll on it. Ooh, that's a decent little river fish. Nice keeper. Below the old lock wall. What do you think?
Nice little chunker.
Pretty. Fighter.
Whoa.
You get up in here, you just don't know what you're going to hook into, you know. It's almost like fishing below the spillway, really, when the river's been down. Yeah, I'd like to find a wad of them big smallies just sitting up here in one of these little current spots. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Current moves really fast on that side, so it's hard to even get up in there. Yeah. See what I mean? How you can't get a boat up in there. There he is, yeah. Big smallie. Big smallie for the river.
Best one of the day.
Yeah. Probably pushing 15 inches. 14 and a half anyways. That's why you come up to this fast current, guys. Crush the old sexy spinnerbait. Hello, Colorado. It's a nice one. That made my day right there. That's Muskingum River Gold. See you, buddy. Shooting?
Yep.
Alright guys, we just finished up our day. Me and Logan had a pretty decent day on the river compared to recent months or years or whatever. Probably caught us a little limit that weighed 6 or 7 pounds. Couple things I did want to mention when you're river fishing. I did talk about baits a little bit this morning, but you know, downsize your baits. You're not fishing for big fish, so don't throw big bulky baits in general. And then another thing, on a river like this, there's a lot of, you know, overhanging trees and just docks and all kinds of crap. Downsize your rod a little bit too. I flip with the river on like a 7 to 7'2", just because it gives you a little more clearance and stuff under those trees, when generally I'll use like a 7.5 foot rod. But didn't catch anything huge today, but that's just the reality on our little river here in southeast Ohio. We mainly just fished one pool. Maybe we'll fish another pool and do another little video for you guys, but caught majority of spots and caught a couple smallies there. Logan caught one and I caught a couple there at the end of the day. So hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, just holler at us in the comments. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.